In a world where everyone and their brother has a podcast, one stands alone. It's been called one of the podcasts of all time. Welcome to Internet Killed the Video Store.
Burn my hand.
Shit, what'd you burn your hand on?
This was last week too. I grabbed a pan out of the stove.
Ooh, those metal pans.
It was stainless steel.
I know, you gotta get those steel pans.
It was in there for fucking 35 minutes.
Oh, that's bad.
And I didn't even touch it.
Stick to your hand? It was so hot?
No, so I grabbed it with a mitt first, and then I had it sitting on the stove, and then I reached over and grabbed it while sitting on the stove. Again, like full on gripped it, not like I like touched it. I fucking grabbed it.
Yeah. And
I screamed. It was like a cartoon scream.
Yeah.
I didn't scream like a girl. I screamed like a cartoon.
What's your cartoon scream?
Like, ah! And
what'd Haley do?
She came running downstairs. She thought I cut my hand off.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just cut your hand. What was that, last year?
It was like 6 months ago, but technically last year. With the same fucking brand of shit.
You get this high quality shit and it just injures you. If you got cheap plastic shit like me,
I know.
You'll just melt it in the dishwasher one day and you hurt it. It never hurts you.
I think I would have burnt my hand with whatever, but
yeah,
I did that. But dude, it fucking sucked. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital, and
it looks pretty bad.
I was being a baby.
Worst burn?
Oh yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I burnt my hand on a muffler once when I was like 6 or something.
Yeah.
I touched a muffler on a lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
So that was probably the worst burn because I had to go to the ER.
What were you touching the muffler on your lawnmower for?
Because I was 6, man.
Oh, it was 6. Oh, wow.
I was 6 or like 5. I didn't know.
Yeah. That could have been a lot worse.
I was like, that looks cool.
Yeah, right.
But
I did that with a curling iron when I was like really young.
Oh, that's gotta
suck.
It was
like a fun toy and it just clamped a finger in it. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oof.
Firecracker went off my hand once.
I believe that with all the time you had around fireworks as a kid.
That's probably my worst burn. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that.
It was like a full round of firecrackers blew up. I was being stupid, so I lit it with my right hand, and I had the firecrackers in my left hand.
Yeah.
And I wanted to throw them, so I tried to like light it in my left hand and then throw the firecrackers into my right hand so I could throw it further than if I tried to throw it with my left hand. And in the transfer of left hand to right hand, it blew up in my right hand.
Jesus.
Like right by my ear. And like it just ringing noise. I thought my hand was gone. It felt numb.
That's awful, man.
I survived. Luckily, nothing too bad.
Yes, you did survive.
Nothing severe. Bottle rocket wars and all that stuff. Nobody really got hurt, thankfully.
Didn't you guys do that? Like at the place in Busco?
Couple of years, yeah. We'd buy like Roman candles and bottle rockets and shoot them at each other.
There's no way those didn't hit your grandpa's house and like other people's shit.
Oh yeah, it was all over the place. I mean, we get stuff all the time in our backyard, and I'm just like, yeah, this is like people who aren't me, and it's just innocently falling in my yard. I'm sure I terrorized my neighbors' yards without knowing it when I was a kid.
You remember that like G.I. Joe firework guy?
Oh yeah, he like shot out a parachute like when he came down to Earth. That was cool.
And then he landed in that cesspool in that like factory behind your
house. Oh yeah, we shot him up and he landed.
And we tried to go fucking find it, remember?
Yeah, we did.
That for some reason we thought that'd be fun just to go.
That's what you do when you're kids.
I mean, that shit was fun though.
Ride bikes around abandoned buildings and semi-abandoned.
If someone suggested that to me now, I'd be like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Why was that fun then and not now?
Right. Or just gathering trash on like the trash pickup day and throwing it out of people's cars.
Getting like fine china and then just throwing it out the back of my van.
Smashing it as you drive down country roads, throwing it out.
Yeah.
All terrible ideas. It's a surprise like nobody really got hurt or arrested.
Absolutely. I was talking to somebody the other day about if I had kids and they were doing the shit that I was doing.
Right.
Even when we weren't drinking, just doing stupid shit. I'd be like, what the fuck is your problem?
Right, exactly. Did you see that judge locally ruled that burritos are sandwiches?
No. Yeah. Why did that even have to get to a judge?
It was some kind of weird like HOA stipulation.
HOA?
Yeah.
Homeowner Association?
It was like some stipulation for this strip mall place where they were going to lease out one of their properties to a tenant that was going to offer ready-to-eat sandwiches like a Subway or Jimmy John's, but instead they leased it out to a Mexican place. And so, like, I don't know, whoever these developers were trying to sue the people for, like, not bringing in a sandwich place.
Was it the famous taco?
I think so, yeah.
Is that the one? Okay, yeah, they're trying to fuck those guys over, and that's my favorite taco spot.
Yeah, so I think they're allowed to stay.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't, because they were in construction for like 2 years. And we go to their place on North Clinton
Famous
all the
taco,
time.
yep. An Indiana judge who declared that tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sandwiches has cleared the way for the opening of a new restaurant, Famous Tacos.
Why were they trying to fucking red tape their ass?
Let me see.
And it better not because it was a fucking Mexican
It's because there was
place.
initial written commitment for the development of a sandwich bar-style restaurant whose primary business is to sell made-to-order Subway-style sandwiches. They said that somehow ran afoul to that commitment. It didn't meet the qualifications of a made-to-order sandwich.
So the developers who made this place were like, we're going to have a burger or sandwich shop here.
Yeah.
Wasn't a sandwich shop. They're like, well, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
But is a burrito a sandwich, though?
No.
Not at all.
No. I don't even care if the legal definition changes.
It seems
No.
weird because I've seen people try and argue like hot dogs are sandwiches and stuff. No, it's
A
different.
hot dog makes more sense, though.
Yeah, it's got the bun, it's got the meat. Burrito, that's like a wrap.
It is a wrap.
It's different.
It's literally a wrap.
Literally wrapped.
Yeah.
Did you hear that people are filming Chipotle employees to make sure they get the full portion of the
I
food?
showed that to Haley. I was like, have you seen this? Yeah.
It's
And
weird that you have
it's
to like
working.
shame them. Yeah, shame them into giving you a full portion. I mean, we're going to get to the place where everybody's just got like Google goggles on all the time, taping
Yeah.
everybody, right? It's
There's an episode of Black Mirror where it's like
it
that.
sounds like it, yeah. I need to watch more of that. I've still only seen a couple.
There's good ones for sure if you like dystopian.
I think I've only seen the Rashida Jones one where like social media likes are a currency. That one is really, really good.
Yeah, that is super good. Jesse Plemons is in a good one.
Yeah, those are the two I've seen.
You've seen the Jesse Plemons one?
Yeah, I watched that because it's like that's like a full like movie length, isn't it? It's super long.
No, it's not. But it's Jesse Plemons and then what's the guy's name? Oh my God, he was in House of Cards.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Jesse Simpson.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jesse Simpson.
That dude's awesome. I don't know why he's
Yeah.
not in more stuff.
Oh, I should have said fucking Westworld.
He's in Westworld. Yeah,
Yeah, he's in the first season.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen
No,
Westworld?
That's a Max show
I thought it was both.
in all the ways.
both of you.
No.
He had a really cool conclusion for the end of that too. He was saying his theory.
Jimmy Simpson. That's it.
Jimmy Simpson, okay. But his theory is that, in the end, they like burn him or whatever. Like they put him in this chamber at the end to like torture him. Jesse Plemons punishes him.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
But since he's in Jesse Plemons' world and it technically can go on forever, his theory is that he's just in agonizing pain for eternity. He doesn't die. The pain doesn't go away. He's just in pain
Yeah.
the rest of his digital existence. It's so
weird.
fucking dark.
That one is super dark. Just how like everybody's trapped in this fucking sad rerun place with him. Ugh.
And and he gets the DNA from people's cups and shit to replicate.
Jesse Plemons is so fucking good at being all the things. Just crazy. Like, he's in Friday Night Lights. He's just like the goofball kid who starts like a Christian metal band, and he's great. And then he's in fucking Civil War as like a crazy fucking militant
Dude,
assailant.
he wasn't in that enough, man.
No, he has that one scene that's in the commercial. That's
it.
it.
Why? Did I tell you I watched it?
I'm gathered as much from the
Dude.
details.
The ending was so fucking good.
I loved it, man. I thought it was so good.
When I saw that happen and they did the photos,
Yeah, it's fucking great. I watched it again. I loved it.
I did too.
It was good. I know people were bummed that it wasn't like a big like war movie, but I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't do like the whole right versus left thing, because then I think the wrong people would have watched this for the wrong reason.
Right. Well, like I said when we talked about it earlier, like that's not the intention of the movie, is to like stoke the whole rivalry between the two. It's to depict like how fucking gross and inhumane war is, and like
It was great at it. There were so many scenes where I just looked at Haley and I was like, holy fuck, like
yeah,
this is making me feel so
right.
like uncomfortable and just I don't know.
He's got the tire around the guy and he sets him on fire.
That shit's real, man.
Oh yeah, it's nuts.
But yeah, super fucking good.
You kind of see it, like especially when I watched it again, like how much I can't think of his name. The other photographer that travels with Kirsten Dunst, how much he just like feeds off of it and he loves it.
He fucking does love it.
And like Kaylee Spaney, who plays like the younger girl, kind of starts out idolizing Kirsten Dunst, and like the more it goes on, she kind of like starts to feed off it and kind of like falls in his shadow more than hers the more it progresses.
I can't believe that he was Pablo Escobar in Narcos.
Was he?
You never saw Narcos?
I only watched like 2 episodes of Narcos.
Dude, look at the picture of him in it. He looks like 10 years older.
Yeah, if you gotta look like Pablo, that's...
And then he went in this and looked 10 years younger. He did so good. And like the swagger and demeanor that he had to do to be Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Was completely different. Oh shit. Silence.
Did you see that Furiosa had a worse box office opening than The Fall Guy?
No. Who picked Furiosa in the lineup?
I did.
Yes.
I picked Furiosa and Garfield, and they both massively underperformed.
Who's what are the rankings right now?
You are in second. I'm in last. Max is in first with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
That's what he's in first for?
Of our movies drafted, only 4 of them have come out. You've got The Fall Guy. Max has got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I have Furiosa and Garfield. Both came out Memorial Day weekend, and they are the 2 lowest. It was actually the lowest Memorial Day #1 box office since 1983.
Damn, man.
40-year low.
And that's dollar amount, right?
Yes.
So
not adjusted for inflation.
Right, not adjusted for inflation. That's so sad.
I know. It sucks for Furiosa because even though it wasn't like amazing, it's still good enough to keep making Mad Maxes, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna now because this one kind of fell on its face.
Damn, man.
Just a bummer.
Whatever. How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm okay. My girlfriend's dad wanted to get her a new car, and I spent the last week and a half trying to find her a new car. And I've never bought it, never dealt with a dealership. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealerships suck.
Yeah, I don't like that process at all.
They run the credit application 20 times.
Oh no, I wouldn't let them run a credit application.
Good.
We're paying all cash.
There you go.
But you can't tell them you're paying all cash.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
they take away the incentives.
Right.
It's really hard to get an actual price from them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I came in here, you were advertised this price. Can we just buy it at that price? And then they're like, well, let's run your credit first. I'm like, no.
Last time I bought a car, I went in hoping hey, do we get any kind of percentage off if we pay in all cash? And they're like, no, why would we do that? We want you to pay interest forever. Take out the longest loan you can.
You do not get, they get 2% of the, if they're financing it, they get all of it. But if another bank, they still get 2% of the deal if you do it through another bank.
Yeah, dude, they wash each other's hands.
That's the whole thing. And then you still, no matter what, you get it at the price and you're like, well, that seemed easy. And then they gave us the car without the money even being wired.
That seems risky.
I was like, really? I guess this car sucks. I just assumed I left and somebody was like, thank God we got rid of that car. My girlfriend's dad was like, what does it matter? It's a brand new car. I was like, yeah, but it's probably shitty. Somebody fucked in this car.
They're way too eager to get this thing out of here.
I feel like we got a lemon. And it's one of those things that's just over the threshold where you get a 2-day bring it back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's it? It's 2 days?
Yeah, but it's over the threshold. You can't even bring it back. There's no cooling off period. You're fucking stuck with it.
Oh, shit.
My wife's first car didn't make it home.
Yeah, her car died on Coliseum, didn't it?
Yeah.
The road that the dealership was on.
She didn't make it more than 20 miles, maybe. The dude, yeah, you could tell he was eager. Yeah, you want to take it today? Yeah, let's sign up. And yeah, then we end up calling you're going to need to tow your car back because it did not even make it home, man.
Oh, man.
And didn't they try to tell you guys, no, you signed?
Yeah, we're nope, canceled the check.
Yeah, fuck that.
Financing, man. I just think about my mom. I remember she came home. My sister got in a car accident and totaled my mom's car.
Oh, man.
And my mom was taking the bus to work. She works as an ER nurse at nights. And I think at one time on the way back from the bus, she was just waiting. I was like, just wait. wait until I get back into town and I'll help you find a car. And she couldn't. She was like, fuck this. And like got off at the bus stop and walked into a dealership. And then she like financed it. I was like, oh my God, you're paying like $50,000 for this Honda Fit.
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ. You're paying for like 12 years.
They'll fucking get you, dude.
Fucking $500 a month. I'm like, you could have got a Mercedes.
Right.
Anyway, still have the Honda Fit. Still there.
Still there.
Very reliable car.
It is.
But those are my car stories. That's what I've been up to.
Well, yeah, it's good to have you.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Formally
My
introduce
first
you.
podcast.
First podcast
Yeah.
for James DeBello, actor from Cabin Fever, American Pie, Scary Movie 2, and this year celebrating the 25th anniversary of Detroit Rock City, which is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Honestly, I'm not even a huge Kiss fan. It's just this universally relatable portrayal of young kids finding their identity, breaking out from the repressed conservative middle American landscape with a road trip with their friends, going to see a concert. It's great. I love it. If I had to pick like a handful of movies to just throw on and make me laugh or feel good anytime, Detroit Rock City is definitely like one of the four for me, for sure. I've seen it a ridiculous amount of times. Ben watched it for the first time today.
Oh, wow.
I did, dude. I've heard the name so many fucking times, and I was like, I gotta fucking watch this before I get on here, man.
It's a fun movie.
Did it hold up?
Yeah, it held up.
Okay, good.
I still
No pressure. It's
I'm
not like
missing,
somebody
like-
from the movies here or anything.
yeah, I'm still missing like the last 10 minutes of it, so I still don't know what happened. So don't fucking give it away.
Okay.
That's great. Me and Titanic.
You haven't seen the end of
I got
Titanic?
kicked out of the theater of Titanic for smoking. I never saw the ending. I was like, does he live? I got a gist now. But
Yeah.
I was fucking completely blank for a very long time. I was like, yeah, they're fine, right? She saved them or some shit. I never knew.
So wait, was this like a smoking theater, or you just tried to smoke in a theater?
No. It was a long fucking movie.
They would have kicked him out if it was smoking theater.
I didn't know
It was
if
at
it.
Universal Studios.
Oh wow, so you're like at the big time studio.
Yeah, Universal Studios. They caught me smoking. I sat up front. Like it was. I think we were like 2 hours and 50 minutes in. I don't know. I smoked when I was a kid. I still smoke now. But yeah, I smoked. They kicked me out with like 10 minutes left. They were on the raft.
You're that deep into Titanic. You got to let somebody finish, man. That's
I mean, Jesus, we would smoke there all the time. I guess Titanic was a pretty busy theater, you know?
Yeah.
It did pretty well. Like, it was a packed house.
Were you smoking the whole time?
No, just like at the end.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just so long. Like, man, it's almost over.
Right.
That is a long
like-
time to go without a cig if you smoke cigs. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
No intermission. Intermission, you know, they fucking
Yeah.
stop the movie in the middle.
Yeah.
I went and saw Gone with the Wind when I was like 14 years old. I've been in Hollywood since I was like 12. So obviously they have all these, you know, revival theaters and whatnot.
Yeah.
And there used to be one on La Brea, and I lived right around the corner. And I was like, Gone with the Wind. And I went, I think I was 14 or 15. And Gone with the Wind has a big following, especially
Yeah.
in the city of West Hollywood. It's sort of like seeing
It's like Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was I didn't know I didn't know there was cues that I'd like scream like, oh, don't you? Like,
Yeah, I had no idea.
it was a fucking event.
Right.
It has an intermission. I loved the movie. It was a good movie. I guess I don't know if it hold up now. I don't know this day and age, but
You got to finish that one.
I got to finish that because it had an intermission.
There you go. That's key.
I'm big on intermissions. So I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, oh, no intermission?
They should bring those back with how long
Yeah.
movies are.
Dark Knight Rises could have used one.
Yeah. Why not bring an intermission back?
Yeah.
I mean, I went and saw Civil War.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that before you came on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Loved it.
Fuck
I
yeah. It
loved
was
it.
so good.
And I was like, oh man, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, there's an app. She's like, what? I was like, there's a pee app. I was like, no, seriously. And it still exists. You know the pee app?
I do not.
When to take a pee during a movie?
Oh.
Okay, so the guy.
Damn, that's
the guy,
helpful.
it started back in, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he's still keeping the site alive. And he does movie reviews on where you can go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
shit.
And how much time you have. Like, nothing's going to happen here. You got 47 seconds. The best.
What was that? We went and saw the Batman, and I was like, I'm going to go right now. And then I came back, and they're like mid-car chase. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been so helpful.
Yeah. It's called Go Pee.
Go pee.
I think.
.com?
Go Pee. Yeah.
Okay.
Go
It's
pee.
fantastic.
We need to hit them up for a sponsorship.
It is called Go Pee, right? You're able
No. That domain's up for grabs right now.
At least it's up for
No,
grabs.
hold on.
You got to buy it real quick.
We got to seize on this.
It could be a .org too.
No, Run P.
.gov? Run P.
Oh shit!
No, it's called Run P.
Run P.
Know when to run and pee during a movie.
There you go.
Nice. That is awesome.
That's $1 million idea right there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how he's doing.
Maybe not in the streaming age, but
yeah, right.
God damn it. Fucking hipster.
I don't know, man.
So your first acting role was on ER in 1997.
Yes. No, that wasn't my first acting role.
It was not?
My first acting role was like an after-school special kind of thing, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It was called Give and Go with Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, dang.
Wow, that's cool.
So you got to meet Shaq, your first acting gig?
I didn't. I was really excited that I was going to get to meet Shaq.
Oh, man.
And I was literally looking at the script. I was like, oh, yeah, he's in this scene and he's in this scene. And then we got there. He wasn't there. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm old. This like predated. They must have spent a fortune on green screen. It didn't exist since like 90s.
Yeah.
Like green screen wasn't a thing. They made it happen for
They
Shaq.
made it happen for Shaq.
I would find out what that, post budget was. But I guess they probably just did some like weatherman kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Michael Pena is also in the movie. It's an after school special kind of thing.
Oh, damn.
Michael Pena was the star. And I was like the white kid that was nice to him. It was about somebody, an immigrant, transferring into a new school and not speaking language and then excelling in sports.
Ah.
And he was really good at soccer. It was called Give and Go.
Give and Go.
Was Shaq playing himself?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Shaq was like it was Shaquille O'Neal presents
Ah.
Nickelodeon Sports Theater.
Okay.
And it was 3 different movies or whatever.
Segments, yeah.
One was soccer, one was basketball, I think one was football. And it was about, Shaquille O'Neal, he'd bring, for like ours, he was like, yeah, when I was a kid, and then we moved to Germany. Like, he related to each story
Oh, okay.
in his upbringing.
So as kind of a teen actor in the 90s, how familiar were you with KISS going into filming Detroit Rock City, since this is a movie about a 70s rock band?
I mean, I knew a lot about KISS from Dazed and Confused.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, for sure.
They have the paper mache Kiss. I was big on that soundtrack, and I listened to my brother was born in '72.
Okay.
So I listened to all of his music.
Gotcha.
So he was a big Black Sabbath, and he wasn't like necessarily a big Kiss fan, but I was big into '70s music. My sister was born in '70. So
Right on. Well, yeah, Detroit Rock City's got a great soundtrack from Blue Oyster Cult, Sabbath.
Oh yeah, it almost had a better soundtrack, but Peter Townsend? They do the temp music.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the scene where I think we beat each other up
Oh, yeah.
in the end.
Oh, that's the end. Don't ruin it for Ben.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Oh,
There's no spoilers on
25 years ago, bro.
it. Yeah.
Sorry. I
all
don't think
good.
it's gonna blow your mind. I mean, to get into the concert.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
I kind of had an idea, so it's all good.
I think they get in. Anyway, they had Bob O'Reilly was the temp music.
Oh, nice.
And they tried to get it. I guess Pete Townsend had an issue with Gene.
Ah, gotcha.
So he wouldn't give license to music. But that soundtrack was crazy. I mean, we had the premiere of the movie had a full concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kiss played, some of the living members of Cheap Trick
Nice.
and Everclear.
Oh, yeah. They've
Oh,
got a
shit.
cover on the soundtrack, right?
Everclear
Yeah.
does?
And the Donnas, I guess, played. I did the Donnas in an Everclear music video.
Nice.
But yeah, it was cool.
So you're big into 70s classic rock. What's like your 70s Mount Rushmore of music?
When we started shooting, the producer Barry Levine was like, hey, you guys want any music? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, can I get the Led Zeppelin box set? And he got it for me. I was like, fuck, this thing's expensive. But I was a big Led Zeppelin fan. And I gave that to like some I forget who I gave it to. I wish I still had it. It's a cool box set. Anyway, yeah, Led Zeppelin. Whenever me and my friends started smoking weed, we would listen to Stairway to Heaven every time we would smoke a joint.
Yeah.
So I listened to Stairway to Heaven like a couple thousand times.
A couple
From the age
thousand.
of like 13 to 14, like
Yeah.
but yeah, big Leopard. And I went to boarding school for a little bit, and one of my roommates in like a quad was obsessed with Led Zeppelin. He just played Led Zeppelin all the time on his guitar. So yeah, I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan. Finally got to see Robert Plant at Jazz Fest.
Oh, nice.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, he was playing opposite the Fish.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool. I watched part of Fish, and I was still able to make his entire set, and then go back and finish Fish out. Like, I think they did a 5.5 hour set. It's pretty.
That sounds about right.
Jazz Fest is an amazing music festival. People think it's just jazz. I guess don't go, but it's every genre of music.
Right.
I think the Rolling Stones played there this year.
Is that the one down in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they had, I think Foo Fighters did this year. It's a huge lineup.
Yeah, it's everybody, you know. It's massive. And the good thing is it's so big that tickets never sell out. You just go there and you can buy a ticket at the door through like a vending machine.
Oh, nice.
And they do daily tickets.
Right on.
But it's run by the Preservation Jazz Society or something like that.
Oh, really?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So they're putting back in. They're not looking, gouging people for ticket prices or anything like that.
Right on. So is that like watermark best concert you've been to? Is that your Detroit Rock City?
Oh, my Detroit Rock City. No, I think I have a Detroit Rock City. It's like, I went and saw U2 when I was like 15 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And we like snuck in backstage. We ended up like at the after party.
Right on.
It was like a whole, yeah. I think because of Detroit Rock City, I've been in, because it's a music themed movie.
Yeah.
A lot of musicians have seen it. They'll say, hey, I'll become friendly-ish with them. So I've gotten to see a bunch of things. But being 15 and sneaking backstage and sneaking in and blagging my way in was like,
yeah.
And it was like, I think it was my first concert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty great first
like
concert.
First big concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It was a Rage Against the Machine opened for U2.
Oh, jeez.
It was
awesome.
At the Coliseum.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
In my head, when I entered, it was like, doom, now you do what they told them.
Right.
Like that. That was my walk-in song. That's how it happened.
So being around all this stuff, like at a young age, did you get starstruck, like meeting the guys from Kiss?
I got starstruck, I think, from Eddie initially.
Oh, yeah. Edward Furlong.
Yeah. Not necessarily. I mean, Kiss, yeah. I mean, they're intimidating. They're
Yeah.
a fucking rock band.
Were they on set a lot?
I remember the first time we saw them. Yeah, their wives were all on set. They're all their wives are in the movie.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They all play characters. But first time we saw them was like a rehearsal, and then we went to like Chinese food.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They're older. They were cool. They were nice. Ace was really cool. Gene was cool. Everybody was cool. They were really nice. I'll see them, occasionally in like random. I missed the farewell. It was too expensive.
Yeah.
Fuck.
For sure.
Like, Jesus. They sent, I got like it was like a friends and family link because I know somebody that works with them, and then they were like, send me over the friends and family. It was like $400 a ticket.
Damn.
But it was for their final show.
Oh, yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I think tickets online were like, thousands or whatever. So.
Do Kiss fans usually recognize you?
Oh, yeah. Kiss fans. If somebody's a Kiss fan. I know. I mean, stay in touch. I know a lot of Kiss fans. Me and Eddie went and did a Kiss convention.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of them are in Indianapolis. The convention was in Indianapolis.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
That's tight.
A lot of them live there. Never got asked to do the Kiss cruise. Sort of bummed about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If they do it again, I'm going to beg. I'm like, come on. I've always wanted to go on a free cruise.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, we'll just walk around and we'll be atmosphere.
That'd be perfect.
This is a free cruise. Yeah. Look, it's the old guys from Detroit Rock City. I get Eddie. Giuseppe, unfortunately, is the one we can't get.
So Giuseppe, yeah, he played Lex in the movie. He's a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, there's like, conventions, horror conventions.
Yeah.
And this Cabin Fever. So Eli Roth just had a new horror movie come out like a year ago.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I want to do like get back into the horror world. And they have all these conventions. So he was like, I got a message like, hey, Eli's doing some conventions. Do you want to do them? I was like, sure. Awesome. Get to, go meet a bunch of people. And everybody asked, Giuseppe is also in Cabin Fever.
Right.
And everybody's like, where's Giuseppe? And Eli reached out to him to see if he wanted to come to this, one of these reunions. And he got back to him and he said, I'm currently retired. I'm living in the high desert and I'm not working anymore. That was his.
That's a bummer.
He's living in the high desert and he's retired from acting and all public appearances.
You guys were hilarious in Cabin Fever. That was great.
Yeah.
That looked like a lot of fun to make.
It was fun. It was in the middle of the woods. It was cool. It was a good time. When you're working on a movie, sometimes it's sort of like, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be enjoyable. and it helps to have a director that has like a vision.
Right.
It's like where you have a leader that's not unwavered.
Yeah.
Like already knows, like if you meet a director that has everything storyboarded, it's gonna be good. It's gonna make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's thought it through. He's not gonna miss a beat.
Right.
And Eli and Adam Rifkin or like whatnot. Or anytime you see a director with that vision or steadfast on what they're making, it's pretty great.
I've always kind of been curious about that. So you can kind of tell, like, as you're making something, you get an indication as, oh, things are going good. This is going to turn out good. Or like, oh no, things are not right here.
Well, if you're cutting stuff out of the script because of time constraints.
Yeah, that's probably
they're like,
sign.
oh, we'll make it up in the back end. I'm like, and you're like, pretty sure I never shot that. You're like, I'm pretty sure that was a big plot point. And they're like, don't worry about it. Like I did a movie in Romania. I did 2 movies in Romania. And the first one, I was like, the first one, the directors had a vision, but I just couldn't see how they were ever going to make the money back. It do not do well.
Yeah.
I think it broke a lot of people. It was called Transylvania.
Okay.
They paid like $50,000 to build like a wagon that's in like a couple seconds of the movie. And I was like, wow, we got a lot of money. We're spending a lot of money on like an over-the-top like vampire comedy kind of high school student abroad, the hijinks ensue. And they spent a lot of money. I mean, I don't know how they justified like my plane ticket there, like, let alone the $50,000 wagon. I think the wagon, they spent more money on this fucking wagon than they did on my salary, which is fucking ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure it has the lowest wide release of all time.
Oh, as far as box office?
The lowest per theater average.
Okay.
I think my brother reminds me of it whenever I see him.
That sounds like a brotherly thing to
remember
do.
that movie you were in? Made history? Fucking lowest grossing movie of all time. It didn't even like average 1 ticket sale or something.
You said it's called Transylvania?
Transylmania.
Transylmania.
I loved making it. I had fun.
Yeah.
The writers are amazing. We did like 3 of these little movies together. Pat, Warren, Casey. And the director's amazing. Just blew too much money. And the writers went on. They're responsible for all the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
They're rich now.
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
They're rich
Sonic
now.
the Hedgehog. They're doing pretty well.
How many wagons do you think they got in that
great.
one?
They got to hang out with Jim Carrey.
What was it like meeting Eddie Furlong for the first time? You mentioned being a little starstruck.
Oh, yes. Eddie was, I was a huge fan. I really wanted him to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he brought street cred.
Right.
His movies leading up to it are really good. I don't know why he did this. Oh, he did it because Gene Simmons called him personally.
Oh, wow. Did he?
He's like, I really want you to be in this movie. He's like, holy shit. He's a big Kiss fan.
Gotcha.
So he got in, and I was, nervous. I was a kid and watching him in Terminator 2.
Right.
Like, fucking God.
Incredible, yeah.
So that was really cool. And then it wasn't the first time I was alone or like on my own because I already had gone to boarding school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was the first time I was like, I had my own hotel. I had my own like apartment. Initially I had a hotel and then I moved into an apartment.
Yeah.
And you get per diem.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you have, money to spend.
Right.
I'd go broke on like the next day. I bought like an armoire while I was shooting the movie in Canada, in Toronto. I was like, yeah, I'll take that armoire for my new apartment when I get back to LA. How the fuck are you going to ship fucking armoire? Like, an armoire was the biggest thing when I was a kid. When I was like, I want an armoire to hide the TV. Now it's fucking obsolete. I never shipped. I paid for the armoire, and it's still at that antique store in fucking Toronto.
You never shipped it home?
No, it's too expensive to ship. And you're in Canada. We shot the movie in Canada, so you have like, the exchange.
Yeah, yeah.
So they give you $500, and then you go to like an exchange place, and all of a sudden you got $750. You're like, oh, you're like 1.5.
Right. You're trading up.
Yeah. So I was rich, and $700. I'd be broke by Tuesday, and I'd just like hang out on set. Luckily, we were shooting all the time. The movie was great. I mean, we were in pretty much every scene, except we had all our own little adventures.
Yeah.
So basically, every time we shot those out in blocks.
Oh, okay.
So like, I had my convenience store adventure.
Yeah.
And everybody else was off. So we each had like 2.5 weeks off, however long it took to shoot them.
Gotcha.
But I was like 18. I didn't know anybody in Toronto, so I like like call somebody, like hang out,
Right.
and like the other actors didn't want to see me, like they would see me all the time. So I would just like look at where the set was and like go there and just hang out like, while we weren't shooting.
Right on.
And it had like free food on set, so I was like sorted, because I spent all my money on that armoire.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just like, oh, I want to have dinner. I'll show up for dinner. When you don't have to work, it's fun to hang out on a movie set and just watch.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing that's most endearing about the movie is the camaraderie between you four. Like, it seems like a real group dynamic. Did you guys spend a lot of time bonding and like hanging out with each other?
Yeah. Well, me and Eddie got into Legend of Zelda.
Oh, yeah.
The Ocarina of Time had just come out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we did after work. And Eddie got in a relationship with Natasha Lyonne.
Oh, okay.
So they were dating. So like the three of us would hang out and like she'd basically watch us. And there was other movies getting shot. Like in Toronto, everybody stays in a hotel.
Yeah.
It was a Sun Place Hotel. So you got like 4 other movies shooting.
Right.
And like different people coming in. So then you'll hang out with other actors and stuff like that and whatever.
Gotcha.
When you're not shooting. And then me and Eddie would play Nintendo, and like Natasha would bring over like some friend that, was in another movie and hang out. And like, so yeah, it was great. And then, and Giuseppe, he was sort of a loner.
Yeah.
Giuseppe spent his first week of per diem on a brown leather tailor-made suit.
That's great.
And then he wore it every day for the next 3 months, basically. It was his only outfit.
Well, it got more mileage than the armoire.
Yeah, exactly. But so Giuseppe would go out and do like weird things, and then he'd like tell you like random stories about how he like ended up at this like weird jazz bar. He was, even the music, so he would go jam at some place or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Sam's mother was there.
Oh, okay.
He was under 18, and one of the things they would always have us like afterwards, like try to get us like, oh, go see this concert or go do this or go do that. And Marilyn Manson was playing in town.
Oh, yeah.
And they got us all tickets to go see Marilyn Manson. And we were like trying to rush to get done the day. And we were getting ready to go. And then Sam's like, I can't go. So why can't you go? My mom won't let me because Marilyn Manson has like devil music and like...
It's life imitating art.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It was just like actually happened. I'm like, no, he's just a fucking guy that sings about whatever. He couldn't go. He couldn't go. She wouldn't let him. I was like, this is fucking crazy. But it actually happened. But it was cool. So we got to go see Marilyn Manson. Got to meet Marilyn Manson.
That's awesome.
That was nice. He called me AC Slater. I still don't get the... Thought I looked like AC Slater.
I don't know. I'm scratching my head on that one.
Yeah. He's like, what's up, AC Slater? I was like 19, like skinny and like, I don't know, Caucasian. But maybe he got his characters from Saved by the Bell wrong. But it's good to know that Marilyn Manson did watch Saved by the Bell.
Of course. Yeah. That seems natural. I read that Eddie actually auditioned for the role of Trip initially. Was that true?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There are audition tapes out there.
Yeah.
You can see his audition tape.
Gotcha.
There was. I think they're on the DVD.
Oh,
actually.
Nice. Right on.
I think everybody auditioned for their roles.
Oh, really? Okay.
That was a whole thing. A lot of other people auditioned for Trip.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but actually I do. I knew one person. I remember you have like a group of friends, like actor friends.
Yeah.
And I remember calling somebody and be like, oh, I got the job. And then I remember him, he didn't hang up. He's like, fuck that motherfucker. I can't fucking believe fucking like hit the steering wheel and shit. And I was like, jeez, man, I would like be excited.
But he had tried out.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
He tried out.
So was one of the other movies being filmed in Toronto American Pie? Because there's some crossover there between you and Natasha and...
No, American Pie was shot. American Pie was my first movie.
Okay.
That was shot in LA months before.
Gotcha. It's funny to me that like when they were released in 1999, American Pie and Austin Powers were these massive hits. But like if you look at which comedies hold up the best from that year now, I'd say like Detroit Rock City or Election or Office Space. Those would be my first choices as the best comedies that came out that year because they still endure to this day, even though they were all pretty massive financial disappointments when they were released. And American Pie and Austin Powers were these huge blockbusters. Obviously, the movie like has had this cult following in the years to follow, but what was it like the weekend after Detroit Rock City came out and it didn't perform like what you guys were expecting?
Oh, it was depressing.
Yeah.
I was like, cancel, hold all my calls.
Were you guys consoling one another?
No.
No,
It wasn't that big.
it wasn't that bad.
It would have been great, but I think, what was it, August? I mean, it's a bummer when you see the numbers, but
Yeah.
I think, what did we do? I don't even know. Whatever, just went back to work.
Yeah.
It's a bummer in the sense because obviously you have if the movie did really well, it could change your life forever.
Right.
But once you get past that whole point, you just go keep auditioning. You know? You're like, I would never have to work again. But it was fine. I was bummed out. I wasn't bummed out for long.
Yeah.
Because, it is what it is. You can't predict, I think I was actually working when the weekend of the Detroit Rock City came out. And I'm pretty sure I did go. I was like, oh, let me go sneak in a theater.
Oh yeah.
Watch people watch me. And there was nobody in the theater. I was like, oh.
1999 was a hell of a year for movies too. I was looking back at all the releases that are celebrating 25-year anniversaries, and even what they would say underperform, like Office Space and Fight Club. I feel like those are more popular than the movies that did well.
Oh yeah, well, Office Space. It just blew my mind.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's one of my top, probably top. I want to live that way. I was like, this is the greatest movie of all time. Like Judge, man.
Yeah.
I just watched Idiocracy a couple days ago too. It was like,
oh yeah.
But Office Space, literally,
for sure. He's always, it seems like, ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Loved it. Can't wait. He's gonna make another one. Did I see it?
I know he's doing.
I think he has a third one out there.
Yeah, I think he's doing a King of the Hill reboot too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like more of his I like his narrative,
Yeah, his live action stuff hits really hard.
Yeah. But I feel like there was one movie that I didn't see.
He did.
With Clifton Collins Jr.
It wasn't Extract.
Did he do it? Maybe.
With
A workplace, another.
Yeah. Jason Bateman and Mila Kunis, I think, are in it.
Those are the two main actors?
Yeah, those are the two main people in it.
Wow.
And Jason Bateman owns a factory. And then he's getting sued by one of his employees. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Clifton Collins Jr. would be in it. And that was, I remember being a factory.
Yep.
I'll fucking find it later. Anyway.
David Koechner, J.K. Simmons, Ben Affleck. There's a bunch of people in that movie.
Dang.
Yeah, that's
Loaded.
the movie I haven't seen.
So you said you still talk to Eddie Furlong pretty commonly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep in touch?
A couple days ago. Kid just graduated high school.
Yeah? Nice.
Mm-hmm. He's doing good.
Good.
He's doing good. We hung out a lot for years. I lived at his house, and then I moved to New York and didn't see him for a while.
Oh, gotcha.
I was in New York for 10 years, but I stay in touch. And then we started, and then I was back in LA a lot more, and I see him all the time.
Right on. Because, we haven't seen him in anything for a minute, too.
Yeah, I know. He had a bit of a detour in life for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And now he's for the past 5 years, he's been becoming more of a participating human in society.
Good. It's good to hear.
But he's trying. He did the last, he's auditioning. He's done 2 movies this year.
Oh, nice.
So he's back auditioning and getting offers and taking offers and whatnot.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it was weird to see them deep fake his character into that last Terminator movie.
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever say anything about that?
He still did it, though.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he got paid.
Oh, that's good. I was afraid they just CGI'd his face onto somebody.
No, he did it.
Okay, cool.
He actually did it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think, Jim Cameron called him and, they took care of him.
Good.
Jim Cameron's a good dude. Yeah.
That's good to know.
he was set to play Nick Stahl. Nick Stahl did that thing. He had a contract for that.
Oh, the third one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying initially Eddie Furlong was supposed to come back as John Connor in Terminator 3.
Yeah, and then some shit happened.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure he's talked about this. He overdosed or something like that.
Oh, man.
And the next day or something at a club that I probably took him to. and then he lost the job. It was $3 million.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, bud. No, I wasn't with him.
Yeah.
But so he would. It's not that they were. He had it, lost it. But it was good that he was able to do the. At least be involved in some fraction of the other one.
Yeah. It sounds like he's good. He's getting back on the right track too.
Yeah. He's great. His kid's out of school.
Awesome.
No more alimony.
It's crazy to think he's got a kid.
Yeah.
No more alimony.
Graduating.
18 with honors.
With honors. Nice. There you go.
Nice.
But yeah, what else about? Detroit Rock City shooting it. It's. You can't really describe what it's like. Randomly getting sent to the middle of nowhere, giving a hotel suite. I had a 2-bedroom place that I like, and you're like, you have to work, 5 days a week for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
You're going to have some time off and you're going to have some money. You fly in friends and like.
Oh, nice.
Right at that age, I think it was 18, and you could drink in Canada.
Oh, there you go.
And it's a lot of fun. I mean, and when you're working like 12, 13, 14-hour days.
Gotcha.
You have this whole crew of people. You create like this whole family. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun to make. You got to film at pretty cool locations. We got to film at, what's it called? The Sky Dome.
Oh, gotcha.
So we did all the backstage stuff got shot there. And like,
right on.
You could go out and like play baseball. Like,
that's tight.
It was pretty cool. Also, you were on location. That's sort of a great thing when you make movies and you're on location.
Yeah.
Everybody's stuck in the same place and you're doing this thing and everybody gets to know each other. Everybody gets to hang around with each other. And you don't go home. So you don't have your second life. You basically create this whole new life.
Right on.
And then, with like Kiss, you have like a never-ending fan base. It's almost like horror films are obviously culty and whatnot. This is like in its own universe of like culty-ness. The one thing I was about as far like starstruck, when I was a kid, there was a Gene Simmons movie that terrified me. And it was the one with like the tracers or something. They were like these little spider-looking metal robots that would kill you. And he was like the lord of them. What is it called? Hold on.
I don't know. I'm looking up Gene Simmons and he's got so many.
I want to say it's like Tracer.
Apparently he was in Extract.
Runaway.
No,
is that it? Yeah, Runaway. I think it's Runaway. Yeah, Runaway. No, he's the bad guy in Runaway. Okay, see this like can you pull up the Runaway poster? I know this isn't a video thing.
I'm still looking.
Anyway.
What year?
What year?
Oh, there it is. Runaway, 1984.
Yeah.
All right. Tom Selleck.
That movie terrified me when I saw Gene Simmons. It wasn't about Kiss. This guy was the bad guy in this movie. And this movie fucking, I mean, it ruined me for a while.
Did you tell him about it when you met him?
Fuck no.
No, you're too scared.
No, I didn't. I should have. I wanted to play it cool. I didn't want to, put him up on a pedestal when I first met him. I wanted to be peers, I was 17 and like, wanted to be like equal.
Right.
I didn't want to gas him up,
You don't want to gas him up.
Yeah. You never know what people's thoughts are. Or compliment somebody on a movie they were in. Because you don't know what their experience was with the movie they were in.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, the budget of this movie was $8 million. It grossed $6.7 million. He might have regretted it.
Yeah, that's true.
But this thing was on HBO or Cinemax, one of the two, every day. I think it was this movie and My Blue Heaven.
I remember My Blue Heaven playing a lot.
2 movies that played. My Blue Heaven played a lot. That was like, I've seen that movie a solid 700 times before I was 13.
700? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times.
2 solid years.
We would always get the free trials of free trial of HBO would be My Blue Heaven, and free trial of Stars would be Mortal Kombat for nonstop.
That's the first premiere I ever went to. Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
Nice.
First movie premiere. Fucking awesome. The Man's Chinese Theater.
That's tight.
Yeah. So this movie played a lot. It's good. I should watch it again.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It has hot seat. It has smart bullets, miniature heat-seeking missile.
Tom Selleck. Okay. Michael Crichton directed it. Dang.
Wow, Michael Crichton.
Kirstie Alley. Yeah. We're gonna have to watch this one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the year on that?
1984.
Shit. Okay. Been around for 40 years.
When does it take place? Oh, in the near future of 1991.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Glimpse into the future.
What do you guys think? When are the barrage of like AI end of the world movies gonna really hit Netflix? Like, I feel like there should be like, there's this time whenever, there's 50 of these movies. 50.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be like 50 made by AI. They're like, yeah, more.
Oh, made by
AI. What's his name? The guy that directed the original Crow is doing one where he's all the actors. Yeah, it's written and directed by humans. Everything else is AI.
Oh, everything's AI. Okay.
Yeah, so all the visuals and audio,
but not writing.
But not writing and
But
directing.
is it about AI taking over the world?
I don't know. It'd be
That's
weird
the
if it
only
was
thing
just
that
like a
makes-
regular like rom-com. It has nothing to do with AI.
Jesus.
If AI just started writing movies about it taking over the world, I'd fucking get scared. I'd be so scared.
You just create a screenwriting AI and it just makes like Runaway Bride 2 out
Yeah.
of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
who told you to do this?
I just watched an AI taking over the world, but I watched Access, or is it Atlas?
Oh, yeah. We just interviewed Brad Payton, the
Yeah.
director.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and I was like, all right, great, AI takes over the world. But then they beat him really quick.
Yeah.
I was like, man, why'd they beat him so quick? And then they sent him home. It was really quick that they beat him. I want to see the prequel to that movie.
AI was the villain in the last Mission Impossible.
Oh,
They're
I've
sneaking
never
it in
seen it.
slowly. Yeah.
What was the first big one? Probably iRobot?
I don't know. I mean,
No.
2001 is
Terminator.
Terminator,
God,
yeah.
you're right. Fucking not even close to iRobot.
Terminator. This is probably a movie before. I think Terminator might be the first, right? Or no. What's it called?
AI. Space Odyssey,
Yeah,
2001.
2001.
Yeah, that might be the first.
Yeah.
Well, how?
Was that the one with Tim Allen?
No.
They
The
started
fuck am I thinking of?
Tim Allen. No,
There's
Kubrick.
some space movie with Tim
No,
Allen.
that's Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Great movie.
Those are like 40 years apart. Yeah.
Don't sleep on Galaxy Quest. Fuck,
That's
it's
true.
really
Very
good.
different.
Speaking of conventions.
So are you getting recognized a lot when you're at these conventions? Or without the hair, is it kind of like people got to take a minute?
No, I get recognized at conventions.
Yeah. Cool.
But I get recognized. I get recognized once a day.
Oh,
I got
cool.
recognized at the car dealership
There you go.
because I went back and they're like, "We recognized you."
So did the price drop any from that?
Fuck no.
Or did it go up?
Well, they let me take the car. I was like,
Yeah.
What if the money doesn't come through? They're like, "We know you're good for it." I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
It wasn't even me. It wasn't even my money. Like,
So if we see some used car salesman on TikTok going nuts, being like, the guy from Cabin Fever stole
Yeah.
a car from me and never
Yeah.
paid for it, this is the origin story.
it wasn't even my car. I swear they sent the money. Cars are AI now. There's got to be a driving car catastrophe.
What was that Leave the World Behind, where all the smart cars and everything went crazy? That was an AI disaster movie.
No, I missed it.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, that one could have been cool too, but it was all like in the aftermath. Like they just found like an empty highway full of Teslas
Yeah, what's with the aftermath?
that just all wrecked into each
They
other.
would have just jumped to the aftermath. I thought of an AI movie, and my brain instantly jumped to the aftermath. It didn't even think about the.
The chaos, right.
I think that you just initially don't want to like accept that it's coming. You know.
You need like, what is that? Like Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
Where like you see like pop machines shooting pop cans at people, and we need the AI version of that.
Tried to watch Mad Max yesterday. I started it, but I didn't finish it. The original. Did anybody see the new?
I did see the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. It's not Fury Road, but you
Yeah.
know, I feel bad that it's not doing well right now because I want to see Mad Max 5, and I feel like it not doing well is
Might have lost it.
yeah, but it's still fun. It's just it's a different movie. There's a lot of Hemsworth. I wasn't expecting him to be so front and center.
Huh? You got to
But-
bring it back to the Australian actor guy.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy's like not in the first hour. That was what surprised me.
Yeah. He said
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, there's like a younger version of her.
Weird. What is the time skip?
It covers like 10 years or so. Like it's a big span of time.
Sweet. 10 years.
Yeah.
From the time they reveal in between, is that a time to go pee?
Yeah. Damn, I should have logged my pee breaks.
This is a really quiet time, and like nothing's happening.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
All of a sudden, he's just 10 years older. And...
Yep, I came back. I was like, what happened to the little girl? Did I go in the wrong theater?
Whoa! What happened? Fuck, everything looks
Is
different.
it the same person? So I saw you've got a project listed where you're playing a character named David Lynch. That's not a coincidence, right? Are you playing David Lynch?
No, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit? Okay.
I'm not. I don't actively audition or anything. Anything that's on there.
60
is-
minute to kill?
I don't even know. No.
Okay.
I'm not playing David Lynch, nor could I.
Okay.
But Eli Roth is really close friends with David Lynch.
Okay.
I don't think I come across. I don't think I would fit though. I've seen Eli Roth do thousands of impersonations of David Lynch, and I think I would be a bad.
Okay.
I've never met him. I know some of the other cast members in that movie have done work with him,
Yeah.
but no, I don't have anything coming up. I'm not currently acting or anything. But 60 Minutes to Kill post production.
Yeah.
Post production.
That's why I was like, you got to be promoting this thing, right?
So that's bullshit.
60 Minutes
What?
to Kill. Maybe it's another James DeBello.
Archive footage.
I have no idea. David Lynch. I've never played David Lynch. That'd be weird.
That's a very specific character to nail down.
Right.
No, it's just a guy named David Lynch. No, nothing to do with each other.
That's why I was like, that can't be just a guy named David Lynch. He's playing David Lynch, right?
Yeah.
No. I just named him David Lynch. It's not David Lynch? No, it's just a guy named David. And I couldn't think of the last name.
That's a bad design. When you show up to set and your director's like, who's David Lynch? What are you talking about? That's your character's name.
David Lynch. He was the executive producer of Cabin Fever.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Okay.
I never met him. He was the ghost. It was sort of like the Shaquille O'Neal. I never met him. But he did help get the funding by putting his name on it, I believe. Right before the Toronto Film Festival, he took his name off because he didn't want to it be a David Lynch movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Not in a bad way. He didn't want it to take away from Eli.
Right. Yeah, there were a lot of people that came out and supported the movie when it was doing the festival circuit. I think Peter Jackson was quoted out of it, Stephen King.
The weird thing about that movie was somebody came up to me and was like, I just auditioned for you. And this is 8-9 years ago. And I was like, what? And they're like, they're doing a remake. I was like, what? Fucking too soon. Shit. We're at the same bar. I should be old, with kids. They're going to do a remake. I have never seen it, but I heard it's shot for shot.
Really? They already did a shot for shot remake of Cabin Fever. I didn't know that.
Thank God. I think Eli Roth is it messes with the whole, ethos of it. But he got paid.
I would say so.
We all got paid some money.
Well, that's good.
Not a lot, but a couple $100.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cabin Fever 2016.
Yeah. It fucks with the searching algorithm,
Well, yeah. That's going to come up now if you search for Cabin Fever.
It also takes away from our, streaming revenue, right?
Yeah.
But, we could get Cabin Fever, or we could get Cabin Fever 2016 at a bargain.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, yeah. I guess, is there anything else you want to leave us with before we get you out of here?
No, I'm good. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. I can't wait to finish my last 10 minutes to see what happens.
Don't worry about it.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
All right, take care, guys.
For more, visit internetkilledthevideostore.com.